Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't...
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mikey Money, here to talk to you guys about some sports betting action here today on the slate. Just cashed another World Cup winner. Excited about that. Egypt draw was plus 195 for the winnable subscribers. We are firing. I also went live bet with Egypt to win by penalties at plus 195. Probably didn't catch the best of that number, but I was out shopping and I got back and I was like, this sounds like it's going to go to penalties. So we're up 54.5 units between free plays and premium plays out there for the World Cup. As a reminder, we're not gaming anybody. You know, we're not doing the 3%, 4%, 5% nonsense. This is one flat unit bet. It just gets too complicated. What's your record at 5%? What's your record at 4%? Are you a slob at 3 and 4%, but you had one 5% winner and all of a sudden you're up? It's not what we want to do. We just want to go out there, grind it out, work hard every single day. I will share with you the action I have for the World Cup here. Some premium action's been out there for the subscribers for the entire day thus far. So I'll share that with you guys. I've got some Major League Baseball action I'll share with you guys. I've got some WNBA thoughts and opinions I'll share with you guys. I'm going to make a CFL play. You know, I think what I'm doing is I'm creating a good fade opportunity in the CFL. It's killing me. Lost again last night. Toronto can't. I mean, they scored 100 points, but Toronto only had 35 of them. So that ain't going to get it done. We are on the last day of the home run contest. Right now, MMA Jeff has the slightest of slight leads. Maybe 2 units of lead as we try to close out this contest, you guys. Remember, sports money prize packs on the line. Damn it, if I didn't, I should have played Meadroth yesterday. 11-1 would have put me in first place. I gave you guys that play here, plus the 275 RBI. So hopefully some of you took a little tail ski action on that thing. But you know, look, all in all, just trying to get back into the swing of things here with the W. Them gals coming back from the Commissioner's Cup break. We'll talk about both those games tonight. The way I think it's going to go. And then, of course, I'll talk Saskatchewan. I found a plus 175er, $1.75 that I want to use to get paid in that game tonight. So I think we're just going to punt on some of these other things here. But look, Argentina, Cape Verde, they will pop off at 6 p.m. Eastern. So we have plenty of time. Going to keep it tight. Only right to let everybody get out there and start your 4th of July weekend. So happy birthday, America. Best damn country in the land, in the world, turns out, as well. And speaking of the world, USA going to have themselves a challenge here. They'll have Belgium. If they pass Belgium, they will have the winner of Portugal and Spain. And it's been a nice tournament. But, hey, it is what it is. Can't help them with that regard out there. But, hey, look, we've got a video. MMA Jeff put together a short for you guys for NASCAR on Sunday. So that action is out there for your consumption at plus 320. Trying to give you guys the lowdown on the hoedown. There's no UFC tomorrow. It is a holiday weekend. So we will enjoy the 4th of July. We will have beverages. We will make bets, but we will not have a live UFC stream, which is sad. Now, what's not sad is seeing the St. Louis Cardinals bumping on them Chicago Cubs right now. It is 6-0. Gave you guys the Cardinals earlier today as a best bet at plus 113. From the MLB Bases Loaded show, best damn baseball breakdown in the social media space. I don't mind saying so myself. Lots of thoughts and opinions. Every single game, we do it in less than an hour. I think we had like 10 best bets today too, so there is lots of action. I'll do a quick baseball rundown for you guys on the card as well. But I'm just here to jive, man. Just want to give you them thoughts and opinions on how I want to get paid. Hopefully you'll get paid with me. What do you want to talk about here? Huh? Let's see. Let's go. Let's get into it. What do you guys say? I'll tell you what. Shout out to all you guys here in the chat. I know it's a holiday weekend and you could be anywhere, but it is crucial that we grow these bankrolls. So we will do that, our best to do that together. Shout out to DJ Hardy, updating his membership. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. Appreciate you. He says, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. There's my guy, Stop Geo Engineering. Dana Dope says, how about those Reds yesterday? Nice call. It was big money, too. First 5 plus 165, full game 174. Burns to get the win, 315. Ugh. Let me shake that out of me. Jesus. What up, Kevin Hawthorne? Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. What up, my guy? Welcome in to Pregaming here on the Sports Money Network. Stop You says, I'm going to need you back on BetStamp, my brother. Easier to tell on those busy nights of work where I'm not off in time for the nightly show. I got to do a little change up here, changing the way up because, you know, we've kind of, were you ever evolving in this business? Elliot Jameson says, Mike, will you be live at all tomorrow for the 4th of July? Hope you have a happy 4th. Thanks, Elliot. I don't know. The short answer is I don't know. Depends on my level of consumption tonight. There will be consumption this evening. Stop Geos' FanDuel. 1x 50% and 2x 30% MLB profit boost. Straight bets and parlays. Robert McCormick says, good evening. Well, let's see if we can't get to the bottom of how we want to get paid here, you guys. I do want to keep it brisk and moving on with your evening. So let's start this thing off as we always do. The most important thing you can do is catch that thumbs up button for us and comment. My goodness, the comments are flying. Sometimes we have a couple beverages and we're going back and forth with each other in the comments. It's the best way to do it. We had a short day yesterday for the NASCAR. It's got like 270 comments. It's fantastic. Talk about being professional disruptors, man. We're going to take the status quo. We're going to flip it on its head. That's not just the way that we gamble. It's not just the way that we out these posers that are sharing with you BS information in place, not even playing them themselves, not even sure who's on. They're just coming in there shooting from the hip. But we also want to professionally disrupt the YouTube space by getting them to know that this is a sports network. We are live all the time, giving you guys thoughts, opinions, sides, totals, ways to get paid and grow your bankrolls. And the only thing we ask you to do is hit that thumbs up button. You like the shows. You appreciate what's going on out there. You want to see more of them. You can comment out there. Those are the way to get us coming back. You know what happens. The more people that find the Sports Money Network, the more we will continue to drive new eyeballs in here. And those new eyeballs will bring in new opinions. And then hopefully we're all making more money because we've got a wider net that we are casting. Kelly V's here. My dude Church from yesterday hit another home run today. Nope, didn't pick him or bet him. Plus 850, 2 for 11K. I think it's 1,100, I think, right? Yep. Looking, didn't even sprinkle. Maybe not. Maybe it is 11K. Sky Money says, look at these Cardinals. Yes, sir. You heard. We hit them. We popped them. I wasn't really dialed in. I mean, not that I wasn't dialed in. I just didn't really. There were spots I liked, and then there were spots I didn't care about. So just in the realm of fairness. I want to be responsible with the way I share some information. But like that Boston Angels game, I won't have anything on that game tonight. There's other spots I want to play. I'll share them with you guys here as we run down the line. Nine Legacy is going to give you the Nine Legacy paid in full parlay of the day. You got the Yankees, the Giants, the Brewers, the Dodgers all on the run lines, laying some wood. Usually put a blue note today. I'm going purple. Welcome to Canada. The money is colorful. Best bet on the Astros. The money is colorful in Canada. Kelly V says repost too. Don't forget. Happy 4th one and all. You guys are great with that stuff, man. I really appreciate that. It means a lot that you guys do take the time to comment. And, there's a lot of people that just want to, and that's fine. So I get it. That's the nature of the beast here. They just want to consume free plays, and we're happy to share them with you guys. But, obviously we want to win those plays. We wouldn't be here if we were not a certain level of expertise, but it does get us excited here. We do text back and forth in the group text when we say, oh, did you see Kelly V commented? And, oh, Stop Geo put a comment out there. Like, we love that stuff, you guys. So we do talk about it behind the scenes, and it does give us a special jolt in the step and gives us enthusiasm to keep this thing rolling. Stop Geo says, find me on the squares bet of the night. Messi first goal, plus 200. Sky Money hit Australia, plus a half. Nice job. 2 for 11K. That is fucking crazy. Nine Legacy says Pirates money line, Baltimore run line, Red Sox run line, Liberty money lines, Chicago Sky plus 7.5. If you guys are new here, I love seeing what you guys are on. So keep them coming, because it's not just about what I've got. I know what my card is. I want to know what your card is. I'll share mine, but I want to know what you guys are on. That's what gets me fired up here as well. So Sky wants to go all in on the Yankees tonight. Let's start with baseball. Let's do that. I told you guys right off the pop, I think that this is a fade Foster Griffin day for me. My guy Shark and I did not see eye to eye. We did not see of the same light today with regards to this game, but I just think that this Nationals team is kind of on borrowed opportunity here, right? Like they've been putting a bunch of runs up. But, geez, I just don't know here. I do think we see a bunch of runs. If you look at Mitch Keller, yes, run first inning for this guy. He allows 37.5% year fee. And you got a ballpark that's hot with the wind blowing out. Let's see if we can. Let's do this. Let's have a little year fee, nerfy parlay. Let's do that. Nationals just like to score runs. God damn, this thing got juicy too. All right, over a half. I didn't have any coffee today. I think that's what my problem was. I woke up fucked up. I don't even know why. I don't even know what happened last night. Was I live last night? I don't even think I was live. Just had a good time. I don't even know what I was doing. What was I doing? I don't know. Anyhow. Sonny, I like the Pirates in this game. I do think that this is one of them spots where I talked a little bit about it. The Nationals, I feel like they are just due for little regression. Not to say that they're not going to play or fare well, but these big pitchers, these guys like Foster Griffin that are having big seasons with like 2 weeks to go before, not even 2 weeks, but like 10 days to go before they get to the halfway point of the season. Like, they need to regroup. They need to collect their thoughts. And if you're on the series opener as a road team against the Nationals, you've won 60% over the last 12 years. So I like to fade the Nats as a home opener in the series the last 5 years. That's ratcheted up to 71.5% success rate. So take the Pirates here to kick off and move her down the line. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. I did get some sharp perspective betting information today. They've been a little quiet. Also, for what it's worth, that line is still moving in the Nats direction. 76% of the 76% of the bets, 84% of the cash. This morning at the show, it was plus 130. It's now 138. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. I still like the Pirates. I don't care. The Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. I think we see runs in this spot out there. Control, loss thereof. Yankees pitching staff. Now, you want to fart around with these guys trying to find the win at -$2. I'll tell you, we gave a show parlay today. We're 2-1 our last 3 show parlays. This one was pretty square. It was the Mets, the Yankees, and the Dodgers. I don't think it gets more square than that. So that's the way I would attack the Yankees. But I like the over in this game. And you got 78% of the bets and 72% of the cash there saying over. I get it. Now, overs and nerfies are not necessarily aligned. Garrett Cole has shown that he can shut down the AL Central over the last 11 years. He's got an 81% win rate against the AL Central, but he has just come off a loss, and the Yankees should rebound against a traveling team on the road here. Home team rebounding situation is 27-1 over the last 2 seasons. So I get the Yankees play. I just would rather take the over. Because think about it. To me, technically, if the Yankees are winning, I don't know. I don't want to put it into fruition here, but overs, if their opponent scored 6 or more runs on them the last game in the Yankee land, are 77-39 to the over. So take the over there. The Reds and the Orioles. I do not like the Orioles offense. I do not think they can hit. It is a hitter-friendly ballpark. We do have a pitcher that likes to go out there and shove, and we have another one that likes to get shoved on. That is a bad formula to me for the Baltimore Orioles. Now, this line has also moved a little bit more against the Reds. So it was plus 108. It's now plus 113. 62% of the bets and 67% of the cash are on the Orioles. But that line's not moving. It's just, they're just trying to entice you a little bit more to take the Reds. Should that scare you? Maybe a little bit. Hitting weather favorable across the land. So, I think the way to play it is, let's go back to yes run in the first inning on that game as well. Let's take a look at what that is. All right, that's juicy too. Minus 140. Kind of looking at that nerfy in the Yankees game, but I'd like to hit that 5-legger again like we did the other day. Remember that one? That was the special Sunday show. That's the one Shark and I got worn out this week here. It was like, oh shit, we're conditioned to do 5 days a week. And then all of a sudden we popped that extra one in there on Sunday, and we're on day number 6 in a row now for the baseball show. But nah, we won't go there with that one. Let's move on. Let's keep her going down the line in Major League Baseball. White Sox and Guardians. I said Guardians yesterday. I did not like that White Sox spot. I told you guys here on this show, I said, I just have that sneaky suspicion. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it doesn't feel like this is the spot. And I kind of feel the same way again. Like, I think the White Sox are one of those young teams that's in that position where it's like, okay, here we go. We got the All-Star break around the corner. We got the halfway point of the season. We need to regroup. We need to reset. We need to rest as a young team that's overachieved early in the season. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that by any stretch. It's just in this capacity here, in a situation where the AL Central plays each other, they like to go under. Cleveland's used to the under baseball. I think they have the pitching edge on the mound today. You look at these two guys, these two young fellers, Anthony Kay and Gavin Williams. I want Gavin Williams business. I'm in the Gavin Williams business today. So I'm taking the Cleveland Guardians. Why don't we look at, maybe this one can get us a nerfy. Let's see what we got here. Yep, we'll take the nerfy and this one, Cleveland. So we've got yes run Pittsburgh, yes run Baltimore, no run White Sox. We'll see if we can't get 5 legs on that thing to bring her home. Bring her on home to me. Yeah. Also, that line's not really moving in the favorite direction. The Mets and the Braves game, this one to me, this continues to take money on the over. I think what happened, first of all, I would not be playing the Atlanta Braves, period. Jay Peasy was giving me a hard time. He's ribbed me a little bit there about why do you keep taking the Braves? They have the best bullpen in baseball, and they are in the best under stadium in baseball. But, this line opened at 9.5, 7, 9, and 11 being key numbers in baseball. And the books immediately took it from 9.5 down to 9. So I think the under is the way to play that one. I do like the New York Mets in that spot as well. The Giants and the Rockies. A lot of people think the Rockies are going to tag the Giants today. I'm not of that belief. Now let's see if they've settled on an official pitcher, because earlier today they were oscillating and they got Logan Webb as the guy. This is a San Francisco Giants spot today for me. I would even think about the run line for the Giants. They should be able to go out there and handle business. Tampa Bay and the Astros. Well, Tampa Bay's been hot. Why get in the way of it? Finally, Caminero doesn't go yardstick out there. I told you nothing for me in that game with the Red Sox and the Angels, but my favorite spot, I think, on the card here, I got a couple of them tonight. I really like this athletic situation. You got Marlins coming out of Coors. They took that L. How long are they going to stay the hottest team in baseball? They were cooking the books in the month of June, but we are into July, and I think the Athletics here, small home favorite. First game out of Coors, no rest for the Marlins. I think that's going to be problematic for them boys here. And then you got the Brewers and the Diamondbacks. I like the Diamondbacks. I don't care. To me, at minus 156, opening number, 85% of the bets and 92% of the cash, the Brewers shouldn't be dropping 23 cents. Why are the books saying, hey, you liked them at minus 156? How you feel about minus 133? Got any money left from your golf match? Because if you do, I can give you a cheaper price on that Brewers play. That's a problem to me. That's a big, giant red flag. Plus, Brewers just coming off that game against the series against the Cincinnati Reds. That's a regional competitive battle, and I think this is easy to look past here. Grab the plus 127. Dodgers on the run line for me, laying the juice here. Dodgers offense, one of the best in baseball. Of course, the Padres, the Fathers, Michael King is an under pitcher, so I do suspect lower scoring. I thought about the Nerfy in this one. They've got Ohtani on the bump as well. So the question is, what price tag do we have in a Ohtani King matchup? Minus 125 for Nerfy. Okay, that's our fourth leg and the last game of the night. This is my absolute favorite spot here. The Toronto Blue Jays. I love it. The price to me sitting here, let's see if it's moved. It has moved a little bit against them, so minus 117 is the current number that you can get right now on this Toronto Blue Jays battle. It is a situation where you've got Castillo, you've got Cease. We saw what happened yesterday, 1-0. That's kind of been the MO of the Seattle Mariners, especially at home, is an under ballpark, indicative of a total around a 7. But I like this Toronto spot here. Coming into this one, they're traveling. I get all of that. It's a far travel point out there. But, if you fade the Mariners, if they won by less than 4 runs at home, you're 84-48 on a W2. Got to respect that. Non-divisional road favorite that has the rest advantage. They've won 6 in a row in the last 8 years in that position. This seems like a Toronto Blue Jay spot. And you know what? Let's take a look. All right, we'll take the no-run first inning in that game, too. That'll bring us to our 5-legger in the Nerfy business. Pitching battles. I suspect these guys, the difference with these guys as wily veterans here is I suspect they'll come out quick and strong. That is plus 1463. So let's drop some coinage on that. One more time for you guys, if you're looking to get involved in the parlay business here with us, this Nerfy, we've got yes run Pittsburgh, yes run Baltimore, no run White Sox, no run Padres, no run Toronto Blue Jays. 2 of those games at 10 o'clock. So if we can cash the first 3, maybe I'll pop in at 10 if I'm still of sound mind and body, and we can sweat those out together. So there you go. That's the way baseball is going to roll for us today. What do you guys say about all of that? Let's see. Try to give you guys the quick rundown. Maybe not as quick as I wanted it to be. Nine Legacy says, did anyone hear about the self-proclaimed GOAT by the name of LeBron bitch-ass James Golden? I heard that, dude. We talked about that a little yesterday, too. I'm in. Let's take him. I'm all for, it reminds me of when I moved to Philly. So when I first moved to Philly, coming from Western New York, nobody was ever going to Buffalo. Didn't matter. The Bills, the Sabres, just was the beginning of mediocrity, really. And they were never drafting or acquiring anybody, period. And then I moved to Philly and I opened up I used to love reading the Daily Inquirer or Daily News. I can't remember what it was called. It was that paper that's fucking like a novel. And it had a front and a back side to it, right? And you read it from the front to the halfway point, and then you had to flip it over and then read it from you guys know the one I'm talking about. And I remember being down there for the NHL season, and I was like, oh, shit. The Flyers just acquired Peter Forsberg. He had the foot injury. The Colorado Avalanche didn't want him anymore. And I was like, hey, we got a name. Let's go. And that's when I realized, wow, Philly's a real city, man. Not like them Western New York Buffalo squads out there. But I'll take LeBron James and the Sixers. Let's go, man. Sky says, should I put 700 on Argentina and pick up a free hundo? Love the under in guards, White Sox. Kelly V says, note New York at Tampa starts Monday. Big series. New York better get its shit together. Can the bet show up for Ohtani? Please, says Kelly V. This guy says Blue Jays, Mariners under 7 smash spot. Kelly V, Seattle at home 12-4 recently. Nine Legacy says with Brown, they could make some noise in the East. I get rid of Embiid too. Fuck him. Guy's always injured. Elliot James says, yes, come on live tonight, Mike. We get the first 3 legs down. I'll come on and sweat that 10 o'clock spot with you guys. Let's see what happens there as we get after it, you guys. All right, let's talk some World Cup. I'll tell you, I got a sprinkle right now on the Argentina wins the game 3-0. It's plus 450. I do not see how Cape Verde is going to score. Can't see it. Won't see it. I gave it out earlier today as a premium play. I said, the way I like attacking this game, it's pretty particular. So you gotta be dialed into this thing. By the way, just first baseball player prop, I did take Dylan Cease a little bit of a ladder on his K prop all the way up to 10. So we'll see if that Nerfy can hang on for us. If we can get those first 3 legs down, I'm down. I'll come on and spit a little thunder with you guys. But again, as it relates to the World Cup and this Argentinian battle here, these boys, of course, won the World Cup 4 years ago. So no surprise to being in the elimination and knockout rounds. And I just can't see Cape Verde, whatever you want to call them, finding success in any way, shape, or form. So I will fade him. How do you fade him is the question. I sprinkled the 3-0. I like either 2-0 or 3-0, but I'm not going to splash the board. Like I gave out the draw for Australia, Egypt. And then I 1-1'd it. And then I took Egypt to win in penalties. So, 3 plays, three fucking lethal daggers, right? For this one, I thought the way to approach it is Argentina on the -1.5 line. And just take Cape Verde not to score. Argentina to win to 0 if they'll let you. Argentina to 0 and the -1.5 should be in the vicinity of around -125. Argentina -1.5 and under 3.5. Not a bad way to approach this game either. People talking is Messi washed, and I'm sure he knows that they're having those conversations. I don't think so. Argentina win and under 3.5 is -120. The problem I have with that is, what if Argentina goes out there and puts up a 5-0 beatdown? There were some books that were showing the opportunity for a game to get like 8 goals in it. And I'm not saying Argentina is going to be that team, but their current line at -2.5, I thought had some merit. So the 3-0 felt like the right spot for me. Argentina win and under 3.5 at -120. Why I don't like that play is, what if Argentina scores 4? And it's not out of the realm of possibility with Cape Verde. So the big play is not to see Cape Verde score and Argentina just to win by 2 goals or more. And that's why I ended up with the 3-0 as well. Okay. Now, Lionel Messi, how do you want to approach this feller? Well, how about shots? More than 5.5 shot attempts, player props, get into the shots market. Play not shots on target, just shots. 6+ is -150. So if you slap that in there some way, shape, or form, maybe you find a little success. What I would do personally is I would take like the Lionel Messi 6+ shots. Yeah, you could look at his goal scoring, but it's just way too juicy. You're just losing all the value. And so I always laugh because of people throwing the word value around. Oh, there's a lot of value in playing Cape Verde. No, there's not. And then take Luis Diaz, Colombia, anytime goal scorer. And you pop those two together, and now that just became a 291. That's almost a 3-1 play out there. Messi to get 6+ shots. Shots, not shots on target, shots. And Diaz, Luis Diaz to score a goal. Suarez or Diaz, one of the two Luis guys is going to get it done here tonight. So that is the way I would approach that game. It only leaves the last game. That's Colombia and Ghana. In these African Cup teams, what do we know? Zeros and ones, right? It's like a fucking computer program. Zeros and ones, zeros and ones, zeros and ones is what their format looks like when you look at those African Cup tournaments that they play out there. And so why not see this one be lower scoring as well? The question is, can Ghana really compete against Colombia? I think the answer is no. Colombia is probably not even, you're probably going to barely see any shots from Ghana. Colombia likes to control the ball. They're a very possession-oriented team, manage the flow by dink and dunk into each other. That's why Luis Diaz has the edge out there, because he is one of the key guys in the attack formation. And Ghana doesn't mind just sitting back there on defense because they're used to those African Cup games where they're just park the bus and hope to squirt one past them late. So it might take some time for Colombia to figure out how to get through that parked bus. I don't suspect that we come out there right away and watch them go bang, bang, bang. Maybe in the 45th minute type of thing, they find a goal in the first half. But Ghana's offense really shouldn't, luck of the bracket. 15 total shot attempts in group play. So, lowest in the squad. Not going to get it done. 4 shots on goal in 3 games. Total shot attempts, only 4 shots. That's 1 a game. So Colombia's only given up 2 on 5 shots on target in the group stage. I thought the way to play this one is to parlay Colombia on the money line with the under 3.5. Again, that is a premium play that I shared with the Winnable subscribers earlier this morning. Go out there and get that action done with you guys. Dale Fick says, hope Sixers trade for KD. Fuck that, dude. No. I will personally veto that trade. Nine Legacy says, I like Argentina, but I picked Mexico to win it all. I've got Portugal and Portugal to win it all, I think, is the way that I readjusted. I had Brazil and Germany. I'm still alive with my Brazilian plays out there, so we can still make some good money if they can get to the 8 and even the semis. But I have Portugal. I think Portugal takes down the USA. Kelly V says, fans will be wild in Miami for Messi. I don't disagree. But that's the way I'm going to get paid. In, like I said, we're just stomping the shit out of it here. I'll share it with you guys again, just so everybody's aware. It ain't no me talking bullshit shenanigans here. We are Penn State. We are going to put a future bet on Penn State to win the national championship in women's college volleyball. But you can see, here's the 2. Here's the 2 I gave out earlier today. -130 and -105 were those 2 lines that I got when I gave them out earlier today. And there's my Egypt draw. So I did stumble a little bit with that Switzerland game yesterday. I had both teams to score, and it was 2-0. So I hadn't taken, 2 L's in a minute. But, we made them right back up with the Egyptian draw this afternoon. So 54.49 units. Good stuff for the World Cup. So take that for what it's worth as you look at my action for the World Cup. I'm just an open book with you guys, sharing the information. All right, let's go. Let's move. I got shit to do. I know you guys do as well. So let's get to it. Let's talk some W real quick here. I think you do have to tread lightly with the WNBA coming back from the Commissioner's Cup. And the thing is, the Liberty have a target on their back, right? The Liberty just busted up, won the big game, the big dance. They got the big checks. I don't know what the big check equals. Maybe 30 grand a person, but that's big money. Some of them aren't making that in the season. I think it's a good opportunity for us to take the Minnesota Lynx. Love the Lynx defensive-oriented basketball. I think there's that big fucking target on the Liberty's back. You got a rested Lynx team coming in here. And look, wrong team favor. They opened at +1.5. It's moved to -1.5. I took the Minnesota Lynx on the money line tonight. Again, tread lightly coming back from this thing. I just think that they've got that square target. And despite Nafisha Collier being out of their lineup, they still continue to win. You can't beat them. They're 15-4 against the spread. They're 9-1 on the road. And I think if you're ever going to be motivated with the rest advantage to come out there tonight and beat this Liberty team, it is a Minnesota Lynx spot. Sky and Aces, I don't know. I like the over in that game. The Sky have the 11th worst basketball team in defense in the WNBA. I probably said that like shit. They have a bad defense. And they're down Angel Reese She's with the Angel Dreams now. And I just think this team's a mess. So this line's come way down, which tells me that there's probably some injury factors that can. I don't love this game whatsoever. I would play the aces because I can't muster up $1 on the sky right now. But I like the over. I think a better look at this thing is to go with the over. Couple of options as far as Nelisha Smith. Her radar is high for the under in points. As bad as Chicago is defensively, when it gets to the paint, it's a different story. So some of the key players like Nelisha Smith might struggle just a little bit in this game here, but I do like the over. It has moved from 178.5 to 181.5 for what it's worth. And then the last piece I got for you guys here, I told you it's a game I gave out. I shared it with my winnable subscribers in the CFL tonight. Now, mind you, I told you, transparent as it could be, struggling in the CFL. So tread lightly. But you know who's struggling is Ottawa. Ottawa stinks. They're 0-3 on the year. Saskatchewan's got really the better offensive all around. They're 2-1. In fact, Ottawa's not just struggling this year. They're 2-8 in their last 10 home games. So the way that I approach this game, probably could see the under. I took Saskatchewan to win by 1 to 10 points. I took the band. I went to FanDuel for that little beauty and thought they can win by anything up to a 10 pot. I don't care. I don't see how. I mean, obviously they win by 11, I lose. And if Ottawa wins, I lose. But it was plus 170 for me to take Saskatchewan to win 1 to 10. And rather than laying 4.5s, or we're seeing 5.5s out there now in the marketplace as well. Those are minus 110 numbers. So shit, with the way the CFL has been going for me, I just thought, you know what, let me take a plus money swing at this thing and see if I can close the gap a little bit there. And I think Trevor Harris, the better offense here with the Rough Riders, should be able to handle a struggling Ottawa team. Just don't beat them by too many. Please, Hammer. Don't hurt them. That's what I got for you guys here. I promised you a look at the sharp, respected betting information, and then we will put a bow on the show. Give you guys plenty of time to comment for the dough. If you would, please. We love the comments. We appreciate those. Major League Baseball. Baseball season, the way I see it, Billy. Arizona Diamondbacks is the side that they are sharply attacking. They are struggling, by the way, sharps in baseball this season. Sharps in baseball, sharps in WNBA. Both spots. Not like hockey. They fucking destroyed it in the NHL. But Arizona Diamondbacks, they got the total under 10.5 in the Chicago Cubs game. And they've got the under 8 in the White Sox Cleveland game for additional sidage and totals. I don't see any W. Nope. That's it. That's all we got. It's that time of the show. You don't got to go home. You can't stay here. Going to go put the bow on this thing here. It's going to be ribs and clams in the Mikey Money household this evening here with some corn on the cob and salt potatoes. I was saying last night, I think I could eat corn on the cob and salt potatoes every single day in the summer. So I think I'm on like day 5. We'll see. But hey, you guys, appreciate everybody that joined in here today. Make sure you do smash that like button if you enjoyed the content. Try to give you guys a quick rundown on the card, the entirety of the card, just doing a little research to give you some thoughts and opinions on how you might want to go and attack it. Shout out to Kelly V talking about the WNBA under in that Aces Chicago game. And she says they're going to play Minnesota and Yankees today and next Saturday as well. There you guys go. Now you know. That's the way we will put the bow on this thing. And if you guys want to support me, you're looking to find my best bets, you want to get involved in that soccer action before some of these lines move, some extra plays, especially with the weekend around the corner. I'm telling you guys, get out there, winnable. It's super inexpensive. It's like less than 75 cents a day. You can get all my action I'm coming out here on the regular basis. I pride myself in capping the card in every sports venture. I share a lot of thoughts and opinions here, but I try to whittle it down to the best bets, the cashing tickets over there at Winnable. Hey, it's your boy Mikey Money here and letting you know the Sports Money team live over on Winnable, and you can get your favorite cappers' best bets. Come support the squad at Winnable.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
Let Sports Money Network's team of experienced handicappers do the hard work for you, and with the flexible notification options, you'll never miss a play as we drop them.
Don't wait. Don't guess. Don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
There you go, you guys. There you have it. Good luck to everybody this evening. And like I said, if we can get to that last two legs of the Yerfy Nerfy challenge here, then maybe you'll see your boy pop back on at 10 o'clock for a little sweaty six action. Take care, everybody.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work it